national anthem.
So they just issued
right. Well, they've always had that. The NBA.
The NFL didn't have that, but the NBA does.
And I also want to say that prior to the season, the league, the NBA league and the Players Association signed a joint letter for players to take more concrete actions in their communities to facilitate change.
That's awesome.
You know, and I think that's really great.
That's awesome. But I don't think there ever should be one without the other. I think if you do choose to take a knee, you definitely should back up that moment and actually do something about it in your community other than just taking the
Which Colin Kaepernick has done. He's donated $1 million to different types of charities to fight.
I have a major question.
What?
Although it's against, obviously their policy as the NBA, doesn't the law overrule that you have freedom of speech?
Well,
I'm confused. Doesn't the law overrule the policy?
No. I mean, it's like if you sign a contract.
Yes.
I might be wrong, but if you sign a contract, that's an agreement, and you're agreeing to adhere to the policies. Like there are certain things that we agree to on this show, not to say as representation, and so we agree to that. So yeah, you can go do it, but
then you can't represent
exactly, or you can get fined or something. I do want to say this about that whole Colin Kaepernick thing is that it was a peaceful protest. I would rather see him taking a knee than shooting a gun. I would say that.
I feel like he's semi-hypocritical because he's saying, you can take a stance and you can make, a change, but then you're getting mad or feeling a way about him taking a knee. You know what I mean?
I think that I personally think, I'm not trying to dominate the conversation.
It's okay.
Tell me what I think. I think that he's a businessman. And he's looking at the business aspect of it. So he knows that some people are getting upset. It's just like with the NFL, they're trying to attribute the ratings. Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I see what you're saying. He's seeing it as a brand. And sometimes when you look at it as a brand, you've got to look at both perspectives, because there are some people who will actually agree with Mr. Gilbert, and then there are some people who agree with Mr. Kaepernick. So that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think at the very least,
that's why I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think at the very least he's sparking conversation, and that's what we need, because people are ignoring what's going on.
That's what I think too.
Black Lives. He's created a worldly conversation, and that's what needs to happen.
Well, and I think that's the point that people that are protesting are trying to get across to everyone, is that screw the business, screw the brands. We need a conversation, but more than a conversation, we need action.
I appreciate you better also come with some sort of action that you're doing in your community to follow up. But thank God for those people who don't just sit there when they believe in something different. Thank God for people like Rosa Parks. She was a symbol that sparked change. So today, Colin Kaepernick, you sparked change. So whether you agree with it or not, conversations are being had because of that movement that we needed to have for a long, dang time. Yes, you better tell him, Jeannie.
No, I'm just trying to understand, because I know LeBron James.
Yeah.
He obviously is in the NBA.
Yeah, and he plays on the team that Mr. Gilbert.
So we've never seen him take a knee.
They haven't taken a knee, but they have done certain protests.
And that's what I'm saying. He chooses another. What I like about LeBron is he doesn't just stay silent because he can't take a knee.
Right.
He takes other ways to protest.
Yes.
Not only that, he has a foundation that actually gave $87 million to kids so that they can go to college.
That is huge.
Also, it's important to realize LeBron is the man in the NBA. Okay, LeBron was with the Cleveland Cavaliers first, and they were losing. So LeBron, who was a free agent, if I'm not wrong, he went over to Miami
Heat,
and Dan Gilbert. When I say a scathing letter, he sent a scathing letter.
Oh, I
that was
remember
really
that.
bad, remember?
Yes.
And he was so upset that it was teetering around like even Jesse Jackson's quote. Jesse Jackson, oh my goodness. Jesse Jackson was like, hold up, bruh, hold up, you saying it to Dan. You sounded sort of like a slave owner because he was so upset, right? And in that letter, I remember, in that letter, Dan Gilbert said, you know, Cleveland's going to win a championship before LeBron. Honey, LeBron went to Miami, not one, but two championships. Then he came back to Cleveland and won a championship for Cleveland. LeBron James is the man. So if he want to wear a T-shirt, I believe if LeBron wanted to take a knee, they would let him take a knee. Seriously. Because he's just an awesome dude, you know?
Well, if you want to make a difference in your community, you can get involved in mentoring. You can get things done in your local organization.
Yes.
You can organize community groups and peaceful protests.
Yes.
Peaceful.
I believe in peace.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's just it, you know? So, I mean, I'm glad we talked about this. I feel good.
I feel like I learned something.
I did.
Let me not go against the things I saw. From taking a knee to taking time off, according to a recent article in cheatsheet.com, the amount of sick days employees receive may soon be cut. Listen up, guys. Research shows that when sick days are set aside specifically for days you feel ill, it encourages employees to lie in order to use up those days, even when they're not really sick. All right, so real talk, guys.
Yes.
Some of you guys, I don't know if you've ever worked a job that had sick days available to you, and if you didn't use them,
Lonnie,
have you ever been guilty? I knew somebody at this table was going to show some face. Have you ever been guilty, Lonnie, pretending you were sick so that you could benefit from those sick days?
Hello.
Oh, I'm so sick. So sick. I can't come in today.
Lonnie, so wait, you did because you had an engineering job?
Yes.
So how many sick days were you permitted?
We were, let's see, at that time, I think we were given like 10 sick days.
Yeah, you got a good
And
company.
then we had like vacation
10
days.
sick days, a what, a month?
No,
A
it's
year.
about a year.
A year? But you got the bubonic plague up in your hood? Like, what's happening? No.
sometimes, you remember when I always get the asthmatic bronchitis, but not this year, thank God.
In the
Yeah.
name of Jesus.
It knocks me out. It knocks me out for 2 weeks.
I know, but 10 paid sick days.
Okay,
is not-
but I'm
okay, go
going to
on.
say this
What happened?
about sick days because sometimes sick days are not like a physical sickness. It could be like you just stressed out. And I think sometimes you need to take a break.
No, exhaustion is a sickness. I don't think there's anything wrong with calling in and being like, but I don't get why you can't say that or why
Because if you say that, then they be like, bring your butt to work, okay?
If you say, I'm exhausted, okay, go. Ring.
Ring.
hello.
This the real.
Hey, it's Adrian.
Hey, Adrian.
So you guys, I'm mentally exhausted. Oh, girl. I am mentally exhausted, and I'm gonna take a mental wellness day.
What?
My mind, my mental health ain't
You
right,
better,
girl.
look, let me tell you something. You better go and take some chia seeds and take a crowd and come to work.
And I got I would like to say, I have perfect attendance
You do.
on the real.
You do.
Very good. What's up for debate, though, is the question, should they still get the sick days? Should they not? Like, what?
The question
depends
want
on
to
the
give them
company.
less so that it's actually
Because
when
of people
they're
like Lonnie. That's why they
sick.
want to give them
Yo, anybody out there mad at your sick days getting taken away? Look at my girl Lonnie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want you to be like that. No, but here's the thing. One thing I just want to say, because, you know, being a daughter of immigrant workers, family workers, they own companies. And when you look at it on a little bit more of a smaller scale, like those people out there who worked so hard to start up their companies and are, you know, have employees on their payroll, I couldn't imagine people abusing their payroll, you know, and absorbing all these sick days when you're not really sick that many times a month. So I think we need to be more responsible for sick days. If sick days were,
It's mandatory. It's by
Negotiated.
law.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think they put it in the budget?
Yeah.
Like, there's and then if you don't take those sick days, where does that money go?
Okay,
Like,
but
are we
Ashanti-
getting a
Oh.
bonus afterwards? Where's
No.
that money going?
You don't
So
get
it's
a
like,
bonus.
So you know
Smart.
what I'm saying? So you have to take those sick
Which
days
is
and
the
do something
reason
with
why
it.